Hello friends, fellow beer geeks. Welcome back to another episode of the Craft Beer Geek. Once again, we have another beer here for you from Mikkeller Brewing. This is their Rauch Geek Breakfast. It's a smoked oatmeal stout brewed with coffee. Comes in at 7.5% alcohol by volume, just like the Beer Geek Breakfast did. And this should sort of add another layer of complexity to the Beer Geek Breakfast that we just had in the previous episode. So I do like Rauch beers, smoky beers. Should be pretty good, should be right up my alley, so I'm excited to give this one a try. So let's get it cracked open into a glass and see what it is all about. Okay, so once again, we got a very, very dark color on the beer. No light whatsoever coming through the glass here. Do have a very dark tan color head, almost brown head. Very dark and rich and very tight bubbles on this one. Let's see what the aroma is like. Once again, I'm getting a little bit of a sweet, almost cherry-like aroma mixed with just a very light smokiness on the top of it. A little bit of a hint of that smoke in the nose on this one. So I'm ready to go ahead and give this one a taste, let you know what I think. Cheers. Yeah, it definitely adds a different aspect to this beer. Right up front, instead of getting that sweet, fruity note that I was getting with the regular Beer Geek Breakfast, this one you're initially hit right up front with that smoky astringency. Really nice, light, smooth, velvety, smoky flavor. Not getting any of that sweetness that I was getting from the regular Beer Geek Breakfast. This one is sort of dry and astringent and smoky right up front. Getting a little bit of sweetness there, but not a lot. But definitely getting a lot of an astringent, roasty smokiness. Brings out the coffee a little bit more on this one to have those smoked grains in there. Very interesting. Okay guys, so for some final thoughts on this Mikkeller's Rauch Geek Breakfast, I do really enjoy this quite a bit. As someone who really enjoys smoky beers, I do enjoy that in-your-face, astringent smokiness that hits you right up front at the beginning. You do still get a hint of that sweet maltiness from the Stout originally, but definitely a lot less sweet, definitely overshadowed by the smokiness on this one. So I would also almost like to see this beer be a little bit higher gravity, bring back some of the sweet maltiness to it. I think it would help it improve it a bit. It's really enjoyable if I'm looking for something that's just smoky and deep and dark and without being real heavy. This would be something I would go for, but as I said, I think I would enjoy it even more if it was a little bit higher gravity, bring back some more maltiness, make it higher alcohol, give it some more sweetness there. I think that would help improve it quite a bit. So maybe an Imperial Rauch Geek Breakfast would be really good. So, but I still like this beer a lot. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's pretty tasty beer and definitely right up my alley, and definitely if you're looking for something smoky and dark and rich and velvety, this is something I think you should give it a try to. So thank you for watching this episode of the Craft Beer Geek. If you like this review, you can find lots more at craftbeergeek.com, and if you'd like to support the show and you're going to be doing any Amazon.com shopping in the future, please think of us and use the Amazon.com shopping link in the show notes below on YouTube or on the right hand side of the page of craftbeergeek.com. Won't cost you any extra, but your shopping trip will provide us with a little bit of a commission and helps us to keep the show going. So thank you for that in advance. And I guess that's all I have to say about the Mikkeller Rauch Geek Breakfast. Good beer. Thank you for watching another episode of the Craft Beer Geek. Please drink responsibly, and remember, I don't drink bad beer. You shouldn't either. We'll see you next time. Cheers.